Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, we got something we need to talk about real quick. It's 6:06 in the afternoon here on this Thursday, June so-called wannabe 10th. Um, yeah, whatever. They actually did it. They made it a holiday. Oh well, life goes on. I have a fly that's sitting up here thinking that he runs things, but he ain't running no more. He gone. Gone now. He was on the computer. He had to go. Told him to leave me alone, and he decided he didn't want to leave me alone. So now he got to just be alone by himself for the rest of whatever he thought his life was. Whew. I don't I can't stand them. They get on my last nerve. All right, ladies and gentlemen, regarding the $400 billion lawsuit, we showed you the letter where the clerk of the court decided that they were just going to do whatever they wanted. Well, I knew they were going to do that from the beginning. We filed so many appeals on cases that they just sit there. We pay the money and everything, and they just figured, what are we going to do? The Supreme Court ain't going to hear the matter? Well, I do want you all to pay attention, and I want you to share this because you're going to feel compelled to share what I'm about to tell you because you're not going to have any other choice. Too many people are having their rights violated by these stupid officials, these police officers, these judges. So you're going to need to listen. Okay? It's time to get some act right, but I need to show you how we get the act right. We're going to go to ChatGPT. Not going to go over here. This is Claude. Okay? We ain't going to do Claude. We're going to do the GPT. Come on now, we ain't got all day. Now, I asked the regular GPT, '03. I didn't ask my GPTs because I had to redo my GPTs, as y'all know. But I want y'all to, we're going to scroll all the way on up. Okay? We're going to scroll all the way on up. I want y'all to see the question. This is how most people don't know how to use the GPTs. So, all these people doing videos telling people how to use the GPTs. Look, it's real simple. You set it up just the way you set your parents up. You know how you wanted to get something from mommy and poppy? So you went and you went around and about the question. You asked a different question so you could come to your main question. Well, pay attention. Are you familiar with the Civil Rights Act of 1866? I don't care what answer it gives me. Then, did you know that Section 3 covers all officials or public servants or representatives of the people, but not rulers of the people? Yeah, they're representatives, they ain't rulers. So it gonna tell me, yeah, it don't say nothing about no rulers. See? Not rulers. You know what I'm saying? I said, that's right. Because in America, the people have the rulers. It's supposed to be the people are the rulers. And therefore, Congress did not give an exclusion clause respecting sovereign immunity or qualified immunity as it covers all officers. In the word all is all inclusive. They use the word any person under color of law. There was no segregation. There was no qualified immunity. Congress, but hold on now. I want y'all to pay attention. You know how they always doing that qualified immunity stuff? Saying you got to sue them under 1983 and stupid stuff like that. You ain't got to go under 1983. You're going to the Civil Rights Act of, pay attention, 1866. It applies to all persons. And you don't let them convert it to a civil statute like a 1981 lawsuit. It is not a 1981 lawsuit. 1981 is not a law. Never was, never will be. It is the Civil Rights Act of 1866. This supersedes the so-called code. And the way you beat the prima facie issue is you highlight the fact this junk is only prima facie. The code is only prima facie. It's evidence. It's not the law. Well, I have a right to bring a case supported by law, not supported by evidence of law. We're going to go to the actual statute, the originator, the foundation. That's what you got to do. Okay, hold on now. I want y'all to pay attention. Congress employed the term any person and any officer, civil or military or other person. That includes anyone else, without carving out an exception. No clause grants, preserves, or recognizes sovereign or qualified immunity. The word any is all inclusive. Therefore, every public servant under authority or color of law is subject to the Act's limitations and procedures. Hold on. Now I am certain that congressional history must document this shocked me. Well, it's supposed to be this one of the congressional notes have to it says so what is one of the what does the congressional notes have to say on this issue? I can't be the first person to discover this. Of course I am. Lord have mercy, ladies and gentlemen, because during the time of this act, there was no issue with qualified immunity. Judges of state courts were being brought by this act all the time. Okay, Congress never got rid of this act. Y'all need to go ahead and do some searching about the Civil Rights Act of 1866 and how well it worked originally. Hold on, we're not finished yet. We got a couple more minutes. The congressional record. Now we're gonna skip all of that. Pay attention to these two right here. This is Republican James Wilson. He is the Judiciary Chair. Asked when Section 2 punishes only those acting under color of law, Wilson replied to the committee, did not intend to create a general criminal code for the states. The penalties reach only wrongs done under color of state authority. Now, hold on, federal authority too. Got a Civil Rights Act, the Civil Rights Act. Any official. Hold on now. Let's continue. Look at this one right here. This is the gentleman who introduced Trumbull, the bill in the first place. If an offense is committed against a colored person, colored, coloreds. I am a microphone. I'm sorry, iced tea. Anyway, under color of state law, it becomes necessary to interfere with his protections. Whoever that person is under color of state law, it interferes with his protection. Federal judges are not protected by federal law. Why? Because they're in the jurisdiction of the state. So they are liable too. They are not protected by this law. Hold on. Congress deliberately used the word any person, meaning any officer, civil or military, or other person, without carving out exceptions. Debate excerpts show that the sponsors of the bill understood the act to reach every officer or individual who acts under color of law, and no statement preserves sovereign or qualified immunity. The legislative record therefore confirms that Section 3 encompasses all public officials and agents. The term all is all inclusive, leaving no immunity exclusions. Now, we're going to do this right here. Nope, not there. Right here. Right here. There we go. Now, y'all bear with me for just a second, okay? Wake up. Let's touch on the following for a second. Comma, this includes federal officials as well, not just state officials. Comma, how did Congress address that issue? Question mark. New paragraph. Stop listening. Letty, it's thinking. Got me thinking. What? Anticipating. Got me thinking. I want your love. I'm gonna show you. I really, really wanna know you. You got me thinking. I want your love. Got a funny feeling that I think you're kind of digging me. I'm sorry. Heavy D. You didn't know? Ladies and gentlemen, it's got this waiting thing going on. So I'm going to pause it for a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it just started. Hold on now. Civil Rights Act of 1866 against any officer, civil or military or other person for any arrest and or imprisonment and or trespass and or wrong done or committed by virtue or under color of authority to derived from this act. Such defendant shall have the right to remove such cause to the proper district or circuit court. Section 2 punishes every person under color of a law shall deprive another of the rights secured. Then Asked why Section 2 targets only those acting under color of law, Wilson answered that it did not intend to create a general blah, blah, blah. The United States, the penalties which wrongs under color of state authority. Opponents warned that the bill would let a federal officer of the Freedmen's Bureau override the Kentucky judge, proving Congress understood Section 3 to govern suits against federal agents executing the act. Yeah, see, what they said is that the way this act is, gentlemen of the Freedmen's Bureau could override Kentucky judges, the federal judges. So, inclusive language by saying any officer, civil or military or other person, Congress used the term to embrace every public function, state or federal, no carve out. Ta-da! Don't say I didn't do nothing for you. Now, hold on now. We ain't finished now. We got to go to Claude. There's a reason why we did it this way. Hey, Claude, I got something I want to tell you. You get on my nerves. See, we got all this right here. Permits forsake your duty, enhance notice, motion to compel docketing. We are doing everything because the courts have been blocking access, and I want to take care of them. So I'm gonna let y'all see everything, the whole conversation, the Newton caboodle. So we got to go down here to the last conversation, and then we gonna let y'all be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we're sharing the whole conversation with you so that you can have the context of the conversation. But again, in order to use ChatGPT effectively so that you will get the answers, and remember, I'm not using one of mine, I'm using one of theirs, so that you'll get the answers that you're eventually looking for, is not ask the question directly. You give them an opportunity of using those broken protocols that they put in place. Oh, he's going to do the petition. We got a petition we're getting ready to put before the court, the circuit court. Okay, so we got to take care of that. Oh, but look at that, he writing a whole lot more. Thank you, writing more than I thought he would. Look at that, just sitting up here, just going at it, going at it. Okay, the second one ain't as long as it should be. Oh well, that'll be sent out by Monday. But we're gonna give that to you. We're gonna save, 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 save. But don't leave me in your direction. Okay, and there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, 13 minutes, gotta go.